they're not all murder.
Make good choices.
And then add tequila too.
They want to kill you.
Hi guys, today I am doing a video with Jess and Loren, who I've done collabs with, which will all be linked below in their channels.
Hello.
And today we're doing a fun video about how to get a boyfriend. And before we begin, I just want to start out by saying this isn't like, you know, gonna guarantee you, so don't like sue us if you don't get a boyfriend.
It's not
We don't want you
offensive.
pounding on our door.
Yeah. We're not offending anyone, we're just doing this for fun because they both have boyfriends and I'm single girl problems. So I came up with a couple of questions, some serious, some very not serious, and we're gonna jump into it. Okay, so the first one is, where do I go to meet guys? Like the mall or bars or like the street?
Okay.
Better question is where not to meet boys. Online. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, try not to meet guys online unless
really
you like
feel
go
like
through a really good like dating website where you have to pay money
Yeah,
and
where
they
you
do
have
like
to
a
pay.
background check on the guy, you know? Like you have to, yeah, you need to get a background check.
Oh my god, don't get too afraid. Not all guys are like murderers.
Yeah, they're not all murderers.
Only like half.
Some of them.
To mention, I almost got picked up by a guy in a white van yesterday, so that was interesting.
But she did the right
Fun
thing.
story.
Yeah, I turned him
She
down,
stayed
and
away.
he was gorgeous, but make good choices.
So, I mean, if you're of age, you can meet a guy at a bar, I guess. As long as they're not, like, completely trash or creepy or... It's really just your judgment, I guess.
Where did you guys meet your boyfriends?
School.
At work, his dad owns the restaurant I worked at.
Oh. Number 2 is, okay, do I wait for a guy to approach or do I make the first move?
Wait, I say, I don't know.
Like, not like
Girls
first
are
move, like
ballsy
kiss-wise,
now.
but like to go up, like,
Oh, okay.
that's what I've done in the past. Like, I've always,
Gone up to the guy?
yeah.
Nice.
As weird as it sounds, when I started talking to my boyfriend, we were just, you know, trying to be friends, and I think I was just talking over Twitter of, like, I really like this movie, and he Twitter messaged me, and was like, oh, I've never seen it, so I let him borrow it, so that's how we...
Did you approach your boyfriend or did he approach you?
And a mutual friend, like, introduced us, and we had never met before, and we were just, like, talking on the phone, and then we met. And it was love.
Well, that was really helpful. Okay.
So mutual friends, like,
yeah.
was that the question?
It was who approaches who.
Yeah.
Well, for the other question, if you have, like, a mutual friend who, you know, wants to
Networking.
hook you up. Yeah, networking.
Oh, that's what I
This way.
have. Number 3, how to dress to not give off the wrong impression.
Okay, I know. Either show off your legs and then cover up, you know, like wear something up here, or show off your ladies.
Just pick one.
Yeah, or like a little bit of your belly or
Not
something, and then like, yeah, then like cover your legs. Like, don't go like mini skirt and like tube top with like, you know, everything hanging out. I don't know. Or just do whatever you want, really. I don't know.
It depends on who you're trying to meet.
Yeah.
If you're trying to meet
You're
somebody
trying to meet
who's
a
into
boyfriend,
that,
but if you're trying to meet someone who's not a boyfriend, then...
Yeah, then whatever.
I feel like if you
Go to a strip club.
Yeah.
if you show too much, you might give the wrong impression. They might think you do that for
Scandalous.
everybody.
Yeah.
You have to, you know, men like what they can't have, so you don't want to show them everything that everybody else could see.
That's a good point. Okay, the next one is how to make yourself appear approachable. Like, if you're like in a public place, like how to make yourself appear like you're friendly.
I feel like I'm terrible at that.
Not personal. Yeah, smile. Look like you're having a good time. Don't look, you know, down at the dump. I've read somewhere once that like men are attracted to like, I don't know, like eyes and lips. So I mean, I don't know if that helps. Like,
I think that being more confident or like more like shy is like better, because sometimes I feel like if you're too confident, guys are like, ooh,
yeah, intimidated. Yeah.
I feel like a mixture of both is good. I mean,
mixture of both.
you want to seem like you're confident, but also be like, oh well, I don't know, maybe like be a little bit mysterious.
Oh, I was like,
if you're too shy, I feel like they're like, oh, like I don't even want to bother. And then if you're too confident, they're like, okay, I can't even deal with that. You're so confident, like. So
yeah, I feel like guys do get
mix of
intimidated
both.
if you're like
Balance.
super confident.
Okay, best first place for a date. That didn't make sense. Best place for a first date. Best first place.
If you don't want to like go to their house because it's too awkward at first.
Well, it depends what age you are. Like some people watching this, I'm sure, are like 14. So like you need your parents to drive you. I would just say for a first date, probably don't go to someone's house. Because that's not like a date that's kind of like insinuating and it can get kind of awkward.
Yeah, I'm
right?
sure. I know when I was 14, I wasn't allowed to date. I think I was when I dated somebody, I went on group dates. And I mean, if you're of that age, maybe you want to do like a group date, so it's not you're a little bit more comfortable. You might be around some of your friends, but you also get that, you know,
your parents
individual
won't be
time.
mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I had to hide my dates when I was younger.
So at this age, like 18 to 20s, like early
Yeah.
20s, what do you think the best like place? Because you can both drive, stuff like that. Where do you think?
I think dinner.
Yeah, or a movie.
I mean, I know people
You
say
guys are
movies.
so original.
That's like where my boyfriend and I do all the time. So I don't know. I can't think.
The first time I had a date with Nick, we went to a movie, and I mean, I know they were like, "Oh, well, that's not a great place
Because
for
you're
a
not
first
getting
date."
to know each
but
other.
Nick and I talked all the time
Previously,
before we actually went on our
Yeah.
first date. I think it depends if you're just meeting somebody and you decide to go out, coffee, tea, whatever you're
something that you can easily cut off in case they're
Yeah.
weird.
Ooh, somewhere in public where if they decide that they want to kill you, you can run.
So this is a how to get a boyfriend / how to not get
Not
killed
get
by a serial
killed.
killer. Next question is, okay, this is a question, guys. Okay,
What do you
not like
mean?
the other ones. Okay, how do you know if a guy is like a serious like boyfriend type or like a player?
If you're like texting and stuff, and then the guy like calls you on the actual phone,
That's
I
like
think that's
really
like
intense.
I think that's a sign that like they're more interested. You know, that's how I knew like my boyfriend like just wanted to like actually get
that
to
makes
know me
sense.
because he would call me.
I would say you have to look at who he's friendly with too. Like, I mean, if you see that he's friends with more girls than guys. I know I used to talk to a guy that had more, you know, girlfriends than guy friends, and it turns out, like, some of those girlfriends were actually, like,
girlfriends.
If guys want to see you and want to be with you, they'll be with you. Guys will make up excuses if they don't want to see you. If you're, you know, go out with this guy a couple of times and all of a sudden he's like, oh, I have to go here. If he's constantly breaking your plans, you have to assume he has something else going on, or he doesn't think what you have is going anywhere. You have to accept that.
And that's when you don't just keep texting them, hey, hey, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
don't
hey.
do that.
Don't do that,
Guys,
because then
don't.
they'll be like, you're a crazy stalker.
Yes, don't be that girl.
So with guys, it's like that movie, He's Just Not the Into
I
You.
love that movie.
He's just
That's
not
one of my
into you, yeah.
favorite movies.
I
I
read the
used to
book.
watch that when
I
I
read
was
the book.
single, and I'd
I
be
did
like,
too.
oh, I feel so much better about myself now.
No way. I did
Look,
too.
like if a guy isn't treating you right, just end it.
Yeah.
Don't be like, oh well, he's busy, or you know they're just friends, because they're not. Not always. Like I'm just saying, like, don't take everything we're saying with a grain of salt.
And then add tequila to
Don't
it.
get offended.
And lime.
If you're 21.
If you're of age. Yes, yes, that is the key.
Okay, this one. How do you respond to catcalls?
Who?
Cat.
Like that?
I don't know if you heard, but Sam's cat just meowed.
If you're like walking down the street and someone's like goes like, hey, like those creepy people, like how do you respond to that? Like, do you just ignore it? Do you like be like shut up? Or,
Well,
like,
do you know how I look at it? I was watching a stand-up comedy show one time. This girl was like, you never hear anybody say, oh, I dated this guy that creeped on me and he was honking the whole time. You never hear of that. So, you know what? If it happens, you know, it happens. Just realize you're probably not going to date that person. They're never going to date you, so you both have to get over it. Like,
Just be flattered that I guess be
It
flattered.
depends. If they're yelling
man.
profanity at you and you're,
Run.
not just like whistling or something.
if they're going to the extreme of trying to stop you from walking or wherever you are, and they're really freaking you out, then you know
pepper
what?
spray
Bye.
with you.
Yeah, pepper spray is helpful. Or
like a club or like a whistle.
If you don't have that, hairspray, whatever you have in your purse.
How to get a boyfriend.
Perfume. How to avoid getting killed. Don't date a serial killer. Okay. I mean, if
No
that's all you
kids on
can
date.
date, just still don't date it. Just get a cat. I have 3. So how do you do your
Hamster.
hair and makeup, like for guys?
What?
Like to if you're on a first date, like how should you like get ready?
I would go like really natural. Because you don't want to like go all out, and then when they see you like
Another time.
normal,
Not recognize
they're
you.
like, oh.
They're like, you didn't look like that last time
Yeah.
we were together.
Go natural. You don't want to like overwhelm them with your good looks.
I think hair and makeup, very, you know, simple. Like, no big glamorous curly hair, no red lips, no like
Right,
extreme wing eyeliner with smoky eyes.
What's the best season to make, guys?
Season?
Like fall, winter.
Not summer.
Not summer. I was gonna say I was like, sitting here like,
this goes back to that player question because guys don't. A lot of the time, when single guys are single during the summer, they want to remain single because they're also looking at their options.
Been there, done that.
It's true, but I mean, I don't know. Sometimes there are people looking for like a summer. I don't know.
Fling.
Some people are looking for summer flings. Some people, you know, are which way. Like doesn't matter, whatever way the wind blows.
But also like the winter time. I don't know. I feel fat in the winter. It's like I don't want to meet anyone in the winter. Like just let me hibernate. Don't talk to me.
So we're talking spring, fall.
Fall. I like fall. Fall is one of my
nice,
favorite.
too.
You can do so many fun activities.
And
in
it's
the
right
fall.
before Christmas, so if you start dating, you get a gift.
Yes.
I'm such a horrible
Valentine's
person.
But then it comes to the question of what
Do you
to
get a
get
gift? Yeah.
him.
We should do it. We'll do
We
another
should do
video
that.
on
Let's
that.
do
Like, last question is, how long after dating someone should you have like the are we relationship talk? Like are we like a fit? Not what's the word? Exclusive. The exclusivity talk. How long after you like been talking, dating?
Talking, like going on dates and hanging out. 2 months.
I feel like in high school and like college, that's probably like
A good
2-3 months.
Yeah.
In between there. I mean, it depends if you're like talking on the phone or if you're like actually going out and like seeing each other.
Right. 'Cause especially at this age, if like you want to know if they just want to like hook up with you, and then you can like move on with your life.
Don't if you're feeling like you want to know the answer to that question, then ask it.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time to wait around.
Exactly. Even at this age, like we're not in a rush, but we're not in a rush either. And that was last question.
Okay.
So I feel like that was fun and ridiculous.
Yes, it was. It was fun.
So that was it for this tag questionnaire video, how to get a boyfriend video. Thank you to Jess and Loren for being here and giving us your expertise on relationships.
Super
I'm sure your boyfriend will watch this and be like, oh my god, you guys are so smart. And so will everyone else who's watching this. But yeah, so that's it for the video. We are also filming a video on both of their channels. So their channels, those videos, and the collabs that I did with them will all be linked in the description box. So go check them out, go subscribe because they're amazing. If you don't, I'm going to be mad at you. Not really gonna be mad at you, but I'll kind of have like a little resentment underneath.
She'll hold grudges forever.
Yeah, exactly. So go check them out. And that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thumbnail? I mean, I'm gonna cut it, honestly.
We should act like boys.
Why?
In the thumbnail. Kidding anyone.
Sorry.
I hope he's not watching this. That's for sure.
Hi.
We were hugging and it was raining and we
Oh, of
kissed.
course. Okay, Nicholas
cliche.
Clark.
That was like super cliche.
I always wanted that to happen. If my boyfriend's watching, he's like, yeah, Jess, that's what Jess wants. Like,
Some men are colorblind a lot. I mean,
I keep clapping my hands when I laugh. Like,
I'm gonna be like going back over and watching this and being like, okay, let me take some notes.
life saving.